Somebody's at a crossroads right now, and I can just see these scales that someone's like putting a bit there and a bit there and trying to get this balance, but it just doesn't seem to be balancing out. And it's not actually to do with getting balance. It's about the ingredients that you're putting into the scales that is not the right ingredients, if you like. You know those scales that you'd have if you were going to make a cake, you weigh out the flour and the eggs and blah 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 and the sugar. It's a bit like that. It's like the ingredients that you've got are either outdated or they're just not bringing enough weight into your life at this time. So the card that I got for you today is Plan Wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. So this is about, to get that balance, you need to find a different way of going about things, a different way of doing things, because I feel like there's something that you're missing in a particular situation in your life that could bring you more clarity on this. Do you know what? I've just had a feeling about using the tea leaf cards for this, actually. It just suddenly popped into my head. We need the tea leaf cards for this. So let's have a look first of all. What particular area of your life are we talking about most with this balance? Because that might help you to understand what it is. Okay, we have wealth. So this is about you feeling the quality of the lifestyle that you have and happiness. Okay, so the most important things right now to balance your scales out are wealth and happiness. Now, for some of you, this could be that you're not really doing the kind of job that you want to do. It might be dragging you down a little bit. And happiness, it might be you're just not kind of feeling the freedom that you need. And that could be because of the job you're doing or something that's just not creating that balance. Okay. So I do feel that there is some need to come up with a plan here of what do you want to do long term? How do you want things to be long term in lots of aspects of your life? So this could be your job, your relationships, where you even want to live, for instance. You may be changing your mind a lot on what it is you want to do. We've got haystack and karma. You will reap what you have sown. So for many of you, I feel like in some ways you feel you may have been cursed a little bit from the past of something that you might have done, or a situation or a decision that you made that you feel wasn't the best decision to make. And you may feel like you are receiving your karma now for that. But of course, karma is just balance. It's what it's about, is balance. It's just the natural order of things, It's not like a reprimand or, a Hail Mary. It's basically a way of creating balance. And it's not, you are just a section of the karmic cycle, Everything in your life is part of that cycle, is part of it. And you may be feeling like things aren't going well for you right now. Well, this may be an attachment to, a collective karma that's going on. So the haystack to me represents where I've been in the garden, like pulling up roots, pulling up brambles, nasty, spiky things to burn them. Okay. It took effort. It took a lot of graft, blood, sweat and tears to do that kind of work. And I feel like that's where you're at now. You're ready to light that fire, burn away all those things that have been sticky, that have been sharp, that have been painful. And it's time to stop blaming yourself now. It's time to stop seeing things as like, oh, well, I must have deserved this. I must deserve this to happen to me. You may be going through what you're going through in your life right now because it's forcing you to sit still and look at something, to acknowledge something that's right there in your face. And I feel that your subconscious is about to bring to the forefront now some kind of announcement. It's almost like the bells are ringing. You cannot not hear this. You cannot not see this. It's coming. It's ready for you to see. So what is it that's going to help you to get this balance, to create this balance? Because you aren't seeing it. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. So you are very psychic. And I keep getting this message come through lately about that vision. You may be seeing a lot more. You may even be dreaming a little bit as well. That's making you realise, it's like you're getting little snippets of, okay, did that just happen? Or like synchronicities and things. And you're like, what is this telling me? But it's almost like you are in a mindset of, well, it can't be telling me this because that's forbidden, or that's never going to work, or that's not going to happen. So I almost feel like the reason you're not getting this balance right now is because you're not seeing a successful route to what it is that you desire. You're denying yourself something. And instead of figuring that out, you're just kind of, trying to just continue old patterns, and it's not working, I don't feel. We have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So for many of you, this is about getting out of working for the man and working for yourself, but you have to be strategic about it. You have to plan wisely with this. You need to really make some kind of plan. And you may need to keep this to yourself as well. For others of you, you're planning in a different kind of way, but you're still struggling to get the balance. Now, this may be because you have an expectation perhaps on others to reciprocate something here, or to understand what you're doing without you actually saying what you're doing. So that can be tricky, because it feels like you're trying to keep this close to your chest, but there may come a point where you need to actually say something. Again, another one about intuition. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes, the unicorn. So you have a rare energy. You have an aura about you, an energy about you that people are kind of stunned by. They're kind of attracted to. And that can be difficult then for you sometimes to trust your intuition, because you're easily liked. But some people don't have the best interests at heart for you. You know, some people are like, keep people close to me because they want to suss out what you're up to, what you're doing. And I do feel that there's temptation on your route that you are aware of, but you are trying to keep things in check. But you're actually being, a lot of these things that are showing up in your life are like going, you know, like, just listen to your intuition, allow yourself to be guided by it. But when it comes in, I've got 12:12 on the clock there, you may find that you step back. Not because you don't trust your own intuition, but because what it's telling you, you're a bit like, well, surely that's not for me. Surely this can't be that easy, because you're not used to having things come easily to you. But I'm telling you now, there is something coming into your life through ease. And a lot of this is because you put something right karmically. It's because you did something, you changed the routine of something, and you did it with integrity. And because of that integrity, now I feel that this is going to come in, because it's the balance. It's the balance of karma. Knight of Cups. Now, what this is something to do with some kind of apology. My throat. It's a struggle to get some words out that are heartfelt, that you need to speak up about, that you need to say. And this is actually it's just going to open up a whole new world for you, where you're going to really be recognised and honoured, I feel, for you bringing that thought, that information forward. So this is why the scales aren't balancing out. The scales aren't balancing out because I feel like there's something you need to give on this side for it to be balanced. You know, if there's too much receive on the one side, it's going to go like that. If there's too much give, it's going to go like that. There needs to be this balance. And I feel like it's something you need to give here in order to receive, to create that balance. Yeah, because right now your manifestation is being blocked because there's a need for an apology of some form, or some kind of keep getting recognition, like a recognition of something, but it feels like it needs to come from you. So what else do we have? What is your outcome here on this? Okay. Yeah, because at the moment, what's going on in your life, there's a lack of this integrity and truth coming out. You're harbouring a truth that once you express it, is going to change everything. Okay, it's going to make things better. It's going to bring in the new ideas and the balance that you're looking for. But because you're kind of keeping it close to your chest, this can't come in. But when you release it, this is when you're going to receive what you've been looking for. Okay, this is when you're going to start attracting that in. Now, if this resonates with me, with you, please do drop me a DM and we can arrange a personalised reading for you. I hope you have a blessed day.